Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with another speed build for my save file actually. And today we're actually building inside Myshuno. That is the world that we got with the City Living expansion pack. And today we are building a kind of residential small business thing using the new businesses and hobbies expansion pack. So today we are going to be building an apartment, a two-story apartment with a yoga studio and also a tattoo parlor, both on the first floor. And this is for a couple of sisters that I actually created for the save files, so I do have them already. And one of them is gonna be in charge of the tattoo parlor, and the other one is gonna be in charge of the yoga studio. They are kind of opposite siblings, I could say a little bit, but it's not so drastic. It's not that much, but they do love each other. They do share the space, and they do love the idea of having businesses together. I mean, they don't have them together, but you know what I mean, like in the same building. So yeah, you see me building this structure right now. This the front part of this build is where the tattoo parlor is going to be. So you see me adding the the decal on the window, and on the side here on this wall is where the yoga studio is gonna go. We're gonna be getting to that part in a couple of minutes. But I do have to say, first of all, I didn't build this with a tool mod because when I started building this, the tool mod hadn't been updated yet. Then Twisted Mexi updated it, but it didn't work properly because he hadn't updated the Better Build by catalog. So yeah, I struggled a little bit. I think I could have done a lot more. I'm not blaming Twisted Mexi whatsoever. So it's just that I'm so used to the mod that I really missed it. But I still think this apartment ended up looking so cool. I actually loved the vibe that I went for because I didn't know exactly what to build in this lot until we got the Business and the Hobbies expansion pack, and I thought it just came in the perfect time for me to continue building in San Myshuno, because I have built in almost every apartment in San Myshuno. I know I'm missing like the 3-story apartments, like the more like the bigger ones. I know I'm missing, and also I was missing all these lots that don't have apartments. So I didn't know what to put in here, and then I decided, okay, I'm gonna be creating some small businesses to add in San Myshuno because I haven't added any of them yet. And this build has been playtested. It's up on the gallery already. I had to do some changes, just one change actually, and that change is the door to the apartment. You saw me adding a staircase to the second floor. Well, it wasn't accessible by your Sims, because the mailbox was actually blocking my sim to get to the door, and that was weird. So I had to move the mailbox to the first floor, so before we got to the staircase. That wasn't my original idea, that wasn't what I was trying to do, but that was the way that it worked, so I kept it that way. And you see me here creating the exterior for the yoga studio, and this is pretty much it for the apartment building. Now we're gonna be adding some shelves because I didn't want this build to be too expensive, and I didn't want it to have more apartments than needed, because there's only 2 Sims living in here with a cat and a dog. So I didn't think we needed more like functional apartments, because in order to do that you would have had to turn this into a residential rental, and that wasn't the idea. So yeah, the main focus for this lot is actually the 2 Sims that live here and that they run their own businesses. But choosing the shells was a struggle. It took me so long to figure out what shells I wanted to use surrounding this apartment building, and I know that it didn't look like that much, but I cut out so much from that that you wouldn't believe it. It actually took me almost 5 hours to build everything, like the whole build. It took me like 5 hours, so it was a long process of me building without the tool mod. And that you will notice it when it comes to these walls that I'm adding here, because I'm gonna be doing some stuff, and if I had the tool mod it would have been way easier. but you see that I managed to make it work anyways. I love the tool mod. That's why I mention it so much, because I really love that mod. I think it's an amazing feature for the game. I think it should be part of the game. I think that if we all got access to this mod, both PC, Mac players, and also console players, we would get so many beautiful things. I mean, a lot of people already build some amazing things without the mod, but having more tools for us builders to do more stuff, I think it's always great. So yeah, I love the mod. So I missed it so much when I was building this. So yeah, but I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. I just don't want you to think that I'm blaming Twisted Mexi because he didn't upload it, update the mod in time or whatever. No, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, he has to do what he feels like, and he will update the mod when he feels like, and he already did, so I don't know why I'm talking about it anyways. Yeah, for my next video, I have the mod updated and it's amazing. I missed it so much. But yeah, we're adding some exterior decorations to make these apartments feel more lived in and more like in the city. And I have to say this because I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video, but this lot is rotated backwards. So the front of the lot is actually the back of the lot, because the lighting in this lot in particular is so bad. So bad. I mean, it's really bad that I had to build it backwards so you would have good lighting. And also I was building with the Sims already on the lot, so it's a little bit easier to, I mean, it's not easier, but it's a little bit more customizable to change the hours and everything like that. It's more than just pressing the L key all the time and change it like 4 different times. You can actually select like a specific hour in which the light looks better, but in this case, even using that technique, it didn't work. I mean, I had to rotate the lot anyways. Here I'm creating this, I don't know what's the name of this thing, but it's this kind of horses, like electronic horses that kids mount, and they like they pay a coin or whatever, I don't know how much, and then it starts moving. I don't know the name of that thing. I have no idea how it's called in Spanish. I can definitely, I don't know how it's called in English. But yeah, it's a mechanical game, and your Sims, like the kids, would come here and play in that thing. But of course it's not functional. I just wanted to add it in there just to make it feel a little bit more like a city kind of building and stuff like that. I think it's one of the things that I never considered doing or adding to my builds, but I think I'm gonna be doing this more often in my city builds because I think it's a nice detail to add. So yeah, I decided to add it in there. And now I think we're gonna be moving to the backyard. Like, this is like a common backyard to all the apartments in here. Of course, gameplay wise, this is only gonna be like a backyard for the Sims that live in this apartment, because it's only for 2 Sims that actually live here. But we can pretend that it's like a common area for all the people that live in all like 4 or 5 apartment buildings that I added in here. So that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna be adding a tiny pool here, like a rounded pool, the pools that I love to add, because I thought that for a city kind of environment, you wouldn't have like a bigger pool. So yeah, this is a community pool, I would call it. So I added a ball in there, and also a floaty, and some more details that you would need in a community pool. And yeah, there is not that much going on in the pool, but I really wanted to have one. I'm gonna be getting rid of the blue floaty that I added because it's floating and because it wasn't needed. So yeah, it wasn't necessary. And this part, I liked it a lot because I turned it into like a dog park, like a tiny dog area. So this is gonna be fenced in as well, and there's a lot of dog toys and this training thing for your Sims to train their dogs. Also some footballs as well. And here is where I really needed the tool mod, but I was so happy that I could actually make it work without it, because I really wanted to have like this water feature here, so to pretend that your dogs can actually come here and drink some water. And this is an item from Horse Ranch, but for some reason, because I created this using the it's not the basement feature but a platform, I just like the wall behind it, it would sunk in and I couldn't make it work in the way that I wanted it to. So yeah, I struggled a little bit, but I made it work, and I think it ends up looking really nice, like a really cute area for your dogs to come and play. So if you want to have like the dog hangout lot trade here, you can easily do so. I didn't add it for this lot, but you could definitely add it, and you could have a lot of dogs playing around and things like that. Also, I'm adding some tables here, and now we're moving into the interior. So we're gonna start with the tattoo parlor, and I did have to do some gaming here, like playing a little bit with this, because I really wanted to have all these stencils that you see in a lot of tattoo studios. So the tattoo artists would definitely have a lot of the like displays of different tattoos that they have worked on. And I was sure that in the trailer of the expansion pack we had some. So yeah, I found out that your Sims could actually create them with the sketch pad. So I decided to make my Sim create some. It took me forever to get these 5 different stencils. It took me like 3 or 4 Sims days, but I managed to have them. My Sim got to level 6 in tattooing only by drawing in the sketchpad, and yeah, that was a lot. But then she got more stencils. I think I made her create more, because I really want this wall, like the green wall in which I added all the stencils, to be covered with all the different tattoo designs and things like that. And also this is like the waiting area, and I wanted this to feel more like edgy and like a really, I don't know how to say, but I think edgy is like the right word to describe this studio. The Sim that runs this actually loves black and green, so that were the main colors. And for some reason, using the wallpaper from the Storybook Nursery kit here just felt right. So I used it as a like an accent wall here. I don't know why, but I just think it looks nice. I think it just works perfectly with the rest of the aesthetic that I was trying to go for. Also, I added some diplomas. I didn't mention that, but I added some diplomas because you know that the tattoo artists so usually have all the diplomas and certifications and things like that to certify that they are actually real tattoo artists. So yeah, I just wanted to add those. Those are from the Discover University expansion pack, I think, or maybe High School Years, one of those. But yeah, we're now working on the yoga studio. So this is a little bit smaller. I only had space for the like the teacher's yoga mat and also 3 more. So you cannot have such a big class here. I mean, you cannot like teach a class because I didn't add the whiteboard in which you can actually like teach lessons and stuff, but you can come here and do some yoga, and you can be like an instructor. Like the Sim that runs this yoga studio is actually the instructor here, so she can actually give some lessons and stuff like that. But it's really simple. I didn't add that much in here because I wanted it to feel really just relaxing and not so overcluttered. I didn't want it to feel like distracting. So yeah, here I forgot to add this card, so I'm gonna be adding it in here again. I love the tattoo parlor. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And now we're moving into the apartment. So this is the first story of the apartment. This is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom. So we started with the half bathroom. This is something that I never do. I never start with a bathroom. I don't know. I just felt like doing it. I think it's a different way to start. And it's just a 3x1 bathroom, but it's fully functional. So your Sims can definitely use this bathroom. Now we're moving into the kitchen. And I really wanted to use the sink that we got with the Business and Hobbies expansion pack. But it's just so hard to match with the counters. It's really hard, and I really didn't want to use the new base game ones that we got because I have been using them in every build since we got them. But sadly for me, maybe it doesn't bother you, but at least for me, they were the only ones that really matched with the sink. So I had to use them in white. I didn't want to use white in the kitchen as well. I wanted to keep the white in the floor and also in the walls, but I didn't want to have them in the counters. But if I wanted to use the sink, I had to work with what I had, and what I had was just white counters and cabinets, of course. And I'm gonna be changing the stove for the matching one from Jungle Adventure because it just didn't look nice. I just didn't like it. It was just too white, too plain, too not just not for the Sims that I had in mind. Like, I pictured living in here, and I had already created them. None of them were like, the one that runs the yoga studio likes white, but not in a scale that you will have everything white. And the other one doesn't like white. I mean, she likes black and green, and the other one likes blue, gray, and white. So yeah. Both of them dislike orange, and that's something really fun. But yeah, we're decorating the kitchen, adding a lot of different decor pieces in order to make it feel a little bit more colorful and a little bit more lived in. And of course, I had to use the milk carton that we unlocked in the Blast from the Past rewards challenge. Let's say you still have time to finish the challenge. If you haven't finished it, or if you haven't started it yet, you still have until the 18th of March to finish it. So I would really encourage you to go and finish it or start it if you haven't done it so far, because there are really cool items here. And also, I added this table that it took me forever to figure out that it was a bar height table. I didn't notice it, but it came with the Business and Hobbies expansion pack, and I really wanted to use it because the texture is just beautiful. So yeah, it took me a while, but I figured out it was a bar height table. So I used some bar stools here, and I think they end up looking really nice. Also, this corner here of the apartment, I wanted it to feel like kind of a tribute or something to the girl's mom. In here I added that picture that you can actually customize to add a photo of your sim that has passed away. And I was thinking that their mom would be in that picture. So once I start like fully playing and personalizing everything a little bit more, I'm gonna be adding some pictures of them in here, and also from the mom as well. But yeah, I thought that it would be like, this area would be like all the old furniture that they had maybe in a previous house or an apartment where mom used to live, and they kept all these things because they looked nice in the aesthetic of their apartment. And yeah, they kept their mom pictures here as well. And I really like it. I really like this idea. Also because you see me adding the mug every time and then deleted it. It's because I didn't have the access to that kind of, I don't know, that item, like that base game debug item that I always use in Size Down with the tool mod to freely place items in different surfaces. I didn't have access to that, so I had to use a mug. So keep in mind that once I deleted all the mugs, your Sims can still place items on the different surfaces. So if you don't want your Sims to play things in the like that mixed in and whatever in the middle of a specific surface, I'm sorry, but that was the only thing that I could do. But for the save file, I'm gonna be adding like that debug piece, and I'm gonna be getting rid of all the different parts in which your Sims can place things randomly, so they don't. But yeah, we're decorating the living room now, and I really like the mix of furniture that I used in here, because I'm using this accent table from the the living room set. I don't remember the name of the living room kit. I don't know, but from that the living room kit, I'm using the couch from the Book Nook kit, and this coffee table is from Get Together, I think. So they look so nice together. And also the rug, I'm pretty sure it's from Life and Death. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's from Life and Death. But yeah, this is the corner for the pets. So I added a cat tree, and I also added a pet bed, and I'm gonna be adding this toy box here, and we're gonna be decorating the entryway. This mirror, oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it so much. It's so plain, so modern. So I don't know, I loved it. I think it's beautiful. It doesn't have any details, it's just a plain mirror, and I love it so much. It's beautiful. So I'm so happy that we got items like those. But yeah, we're going to the second floor, like the second story of the apartment. It's the third story of the whole building, and this is the one of the sisters' bedroom. This is the bedroom for the one that is running the yoga studio. So she got the smaller bedroom, but that's not that big of a deal because she doesn't need that much space. In my mind, she doesn't care if she has any like specific space for her, as long as she has space for a bed, for a dresser, and a meditation stool. That's all the things that she needs, and her headphones, because I think that maybe she listens to like relaxing music, or I don't know, things like that every time she practices yoga or meditates. So yeah, she just doesn't care that much about what she has. But I really liked her bedroom because it's so mismatching. I just grabbed different pieces of furniture and I placed them together, and I just think it's just great. I mean, I love it. And of course I had to add some debug items from the business and hobbies expansion pack. So I added, I don't know if that's like an incense burner or something, but it's amazing and it's beautiful, so I added it in there. And I added the meditation stool and also this speaker so they can listen to music here, and a mirror, and I'm gonna be adding some pictures as well in the walls. I wasn't sure how to cover everything here, but I added the cow plant that we got with the Comfy Gamer kit as well. So yeah, I wasn't sure if that was kind of the vibe for that sim or for this one, but I just decided to use it in that bedroom. Also, you can notice that they have the same bed, just in a different color swatch. I thought that was realistic as well. You just like, at least here, it's really common that everyone has kind of the same bedroom when they're siblings. That happens a lot when they're younger, like when they're kids or teenagers, maybe they have the same beds. But in this case, I thought that maybe they just kept the same bed that they had when they were teenagers and they moved it into this apartment, and they just don't care that much if the beds are exactly the same or not, because they just don't care. So yeah, I decided just to keep the same bed. That's something that I haven't done before, and I think it's realistic, as I said, so I think I'm gonna be doing it more often. But I would really like to know what you guys think about these choices that I made. Also, this sim has a TV in her bedroom. I thought she would like it. And also she's gonna have like an easel here. I used items from the artist studio kit here because she's an artist. She doesn't only tattoo people, but she also draws and paints. Maybe if you want, she can actually play an instrument. She's such an artist that I thought she needed a space for her to just develop her art and work on it. And having like an easel in her bedroom was just perfect. And also this mirror from the Basement Treasures kit was perfect for it as well. I don't know, I just loved it so much. I thought it was such a random piece to add in a bedroom, but it looks so great. And now we're moving to the bathroom. So this is the shared bathroom for the girls, and it's really cluttered. Even though it's a 3x3 bathroom, I used the same toilet and basic appliances that I added on the half bathroom downstairs. But I don't know, I decided to overclutter it. I think the sister that runs the yoga studio would be the one that actually has a lot of things here. Maybe she does a lot of she wears a lot of makeup and things like that sometimes, so she's really into her looks a little bit, but not in a selfish way. I mean, she just cares about her skin, like different random things. The other one also wears makeup as well. She looks really nice. I hope I don't forget to add a picture of them, but if I do, you can download them from the gallery because I'm gonna be uploading them today as well to the gallery for you to download them if you want. And I'm so proud of their how they look. They look so nice. Oh, and here I'm gonna be getting rid of the the cart for the hamper that I added in there. I'm gonna be adding the litter box for the cat because I completely forgot about it, but I'm gonna do it off screen. You won't see it in the video, you will see it on the screenshot. So yeah, we're decorating this kind of landing area, so I added some bookshelves from the businesses and hobbies expansion pack. I love them so much, and I'm gonna be adding a computer in here as well, because just for gameplay purposes, I don't think these are kind of sims that would actually use a computer quite a lot, but just for gameplay purposes, I decided to add one. But yeah, we're gonna be adding some things for the pets as well, and that's gonna be pretty much it. So I really hope you guys like this build, and if you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. Links are all in the description down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.